afternoon YouTube, Xfile 2708 back again with another pickups video. So over the last probably month or so, myself and Lewis have been busy doing the DVD mega haul videos, ploughing through bags and boxes full of DVDs that our good friend Frenchie passed across to us. So with us concentrating on getting through those, my charity shop and CX pickups have really gone by the wayside. So I've got 2 piles of charity shop pickups here, probably totaling just over 30 DVDs. These are ones I've picked up probably over the last 4 to 6 weeks, but just haven't got round to showing on the channel as yet. So I've got myself a nice fresh cup of coffee. Grab yourself a brew, guys, and yeah, we'll get through these. I'll do a Tim Cole special. I'll say I'm not going to waffle, and then we'll end up with a 30-minute video or something. So, you know, it happens to all of us. So first of all, guys, do enjoy my politically incorrect cartoons, the likes of South Park, Rick and Morty, and Family Guy. I've got several seasons of Family Guy already in the collection. Saw this one in a local charity shop, and it's the best of Family Guy with a nice slip, 3-disc set, 12 episodes for £1.50. Revealing best bits, exclusive new content, Seth's top 10 episodes. So, yep, really nice slip, and this one was still sealed. So, really pleased to get that one in the collection. Get through that one at some point. So, yeah, that's the first one, guys. Best of Family Guy. And then, carrying on the theme, I managed to get season 14 of Family Guy again with a nice slip. So, do enjoy putting these on. Myself and Lewis will sit and watch them, like I say, alongside the likes of South Park and Rick and Morty and The Simpsons and stuff like that. So, yep, pleased to get that one. Season 14, again, just £1. Next up, bit of an obscure one, this one, but it's quite nostalgic for me. Michael Caine in Zulu. I'd seen this one in the charity shop, or one of the local charity shops, I should say. Probably across 3 or 4 visits, and I've been and ahhing. It was part of a 3 for £1 deal. And on this particular occasion, I thought, yeah, I'll buy it. So I remember seeing bits of this one. It was always one that my dad watched when I was a kid, and if I recall, it was quite a long film. So, you know, being the age that I was back then, it was one that I never sat down and watched and understood and, you know, took in and stuff like that. But yeah, just purely on the basis, I remember it as or bits of it from when I was a kid, and my dad being a big fan of the movie. I thought I'd pick it up. So there you go. That one there, Michael Caine. One of the great movies, an epic adventure of courage in the face of incredible odds, based on a true story. Tells the amazing tale of 100 British soldiers who stood fast against an overwhelming force of 4,000 of the Zulu nation's mightiest warriors in the defence of Rorke's Drift in 1879. Superbly photographed in Technirama, few other movies have grippingly captured the tension and terror of combat as wave upon wave of warriors is unleashed on the tiny garrison. So, yeah, looking forward finally to sitting down and watching this one all the way through from start to finish. So it'll bring back some nostalgic memories growing up as a kid with my dad. So a lot of it, that's what it's about. So there we go, there's Zulu. Again, I haven't seen this one in a long time. Again, probably one you'd say, well, that's not your sort of movie, but I have mentioned on a couple of videos previously that I do enjoy my prisoner of war movies, the likes of The Great Escape, Escape from Alcatraz, Escape to Victory. What else was there? There was the one with I can't remember now. There was another one with Clint Eastwood, wasn't it? Escape from Alcatraz. All those sorts of movies. Big fan of those. But yeah, the Colditz story I haven't seen for donkey's years. I mean, it is a film that I've seen several times growing up as a kid, but it's probably over 20 years since I last saw this film. One German maximum security prison was more infamous than any other during World War II, Colditz Castle in Saxony. Although Colditz was considered escape-proof, its boundaries were challenged many times by Allied prisoners of war with fatal results. On 15th of October 1942, a group of British servicemen made the most historic and perhaps courageous attempt of all. Colditz's story is the compelling and accurate account of their bravery against such odds from British director Guy Hamilton, who also did The Battle of Britain and Goldfinger. But yeah, looking forward to, again, reminiscing and getting all the nostalgia back from watching that when I was younger. So there we go, Colditz story. TV series, again, picking up these TV series box sets where I can and adding them into the collection. So big fan of Quantum Leap again when I was growing up. This is the first season that I managed to get in a local charity shop for £3 and it's still sealed. So wasn't going to turn that one down. So again, I can jump into that one now anytime I'm ready. And then just keep an eye out for the other seasons as and when they come along. So there we go. Quantum Leap Volume or Season 1. Next up, a nice addition to my Shitty Shark low budget B-movie collection, and we have this beauty. Look at that. I think Ghost Lou saw it on the shelf and he passed it straight to me. He said, there you go, Dad, there's one for your Shitty Shark collection. So it's Jurassic Wars Sharktopus versus Terracuda. So you know what you're going to get with this one. Switch your brain off for 90 minutes and just enjoy it for what it is. Don't take it seriously or try and pick it apart at all. It says, here we go, the tagline on the back, guys, like watching a B-movie Jurassic Park whilst drinking spiked cocktails. There you go. Tongue-in-cheek. Honestly, not taking itself seriously. So there we go. Nice addition to the Shitty Shark collection. Now, I don't remember the background on this one. I think this might have been one, I can't remember, Tim or Ash potentially talked about. I can't remember. Like I say, this is probably going back 6 weeks or so ago now. But yeah, somebody here on the tubes mentioned this one, and yeah, fairly soon after hearing it talked about, I saw it in a local charity shop again, three for £1, I think it was. Oh no, 49p. But yes, Sleepers with Kevin Bacon, Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, Brad Pitt and Minnie Driver. So yeah, I haven't got around to watching it as yet, but was really pleased that after hearing it spoken so highly about, to come across it in a local charity shop. So there we go, Sleepers. One, I've only ever seen this one, I think, on VHS when it first came out. Howard Stern in Private Parts. Seem to remember it was all kinds of silly, daft, again, politically incorrect, controversial at the time, but I don't remember anything about it at all. I know Howard Stern was a radio talk show host back in the day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. It is, as you can see, 18 rated. It says raunchy, hilarious, and some surprisingly touching, fantastic, very funny, a real four-letter treat, a deliciously funny, frequently outrageous romp, terrific, a riot of laughs and a comic firecracker. So again, another one I don't really hear spoken about. So if you're a fan of this one, then let me know in the comments, guys. So Private Parts. Next up, I think I got I Still Know What You Did Last Summer on DVD a couple of months ago. Hadn't got the original. I think Lewis has got both of them in his collection already. But yeah, struck it lucky in a local charity shop with the original, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Don't mind these. Again, haven't seen them for donkey's years. But I am looking forward to revisiting them both again. So there we go. I Know What You Did Last Summer. My good friend Lisa Loves shares my passion and interest for this particular comedian. My all-time favourite comedian, and you know, if ever there's somebody that I'd like to sit down and have a beer and put the world to rights with, it'd be Billy Connolly. So absolutely salt of the earth guy, tells it how it is, and got some of the funniest stories I've ever heard. Love the way he delivers his comedy. I think I used to have most of these. I used to have, was it Billy Bites Your Bum and An Audience with Billy Connolly, and all the other ones. I probably had about 20 different ones originally. So again, if I see them in the local charity shops, nice and cheap on DVD, then I pick them up. So this is his live in New York performance. So there we go. That's that one. Now, I think I've got, what was it, the Ultimate Warrior box set. This was one, again, that was on my CX list. Saw it in a local charity shop, pretty much mint condition. The Ultimate Anthology. And this was £5, which I think is probably maybe £1 or two cheaper than the CX prices at the moment. So yeah, figured I'd pick that one up, add it into the collection. So nice 3-disc anthology of the Hulkster. This is where all the discs fall out now. Where are we? Oh, there you go. So it's actually 4 discs in total, including a bonus disc. So there's that bit there. And then the other side, there we go. So it's one of the Silver Vision releases. Let's have a look. 4-disc set covers the amazing career of the greatest superstar in the history of sports entertainment, Hulk Hogan. Chronicles his amazing career and spotlights a number of his classic matches against the likes of Undertaker, Sergeant Slaughter, Macho Man Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, and more. So looking forward to delving into that one. So Hulk Hogan Ultimate Anthology. Another TV series I've only watched, I think, the first season of this so far. But again, where I see them in the charity shops on physical releases, I am picking them up. This one had a nice pristine slip with it as well. So that was season 1 of Better Call Saul. So not too sure how many seasons they did in the end. Like I say, I've watched the first season, but haven't watched any of the seasons after that for the time being. But huge Breaking Bad fan. And really enjoyed this first season when I watched it originally. So there we go, Better Call Saul season 1. And then picked up for £2 the Chevy Chase collection. So this has got National Lampoon's Vacation, Vegas Vacation, National Lampoon's European Vacation, and obviously the classic National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So that's I don't know how many discs we've got on this one. There you go, 4 disc sets. So £2 in a local charity shop, so more than happy to add that one into the collection. There we go, that's that one. And then you'll recall from previous pickups videos, I'm collecting the promo HMV trailer DVDs that they used to release. I've got 4 of them in the collection so far, and I managed to find this one in a local charity shop. So 50p I think it was, as opposed to me paying probably £4 or £5 as it is at the moment for the ones as and when they crop up on eBay. So this is the October-November 2003 release. Obviously Uma Thurman on the front there with Kill Bill. It's got the original advertisement and the HMV branded disc. And then it's got, let's have a look, trailers for the likes of Kill Bill, obviously, Alien the Director's Cut, Matrix Revolutions, Cabin Fever, Bad Boys 2, previews for the likes of the Indiana Jones trilogy, Too Fast, Too Furious, Final Destination 2, Red Dwarf Season 3, the Pink Panther film collection, etc, etc. So loads of trailers and previews on that release. So nice to find these ones in the wild. So I think I've found half of what I've got in the collection so far just in charity shops. So yeah, as soon as I see them in a charity shop, I'm all over them. So there we go, that's the Screen Extra release for October-November 2003. Right, couple more in this pile, guys. Had to get this one back. Big fan of Steve Coogan, and it doesn't get much better than I'm Alan Partridge. So this is season 1. Again, this was part of a 3 for £1 deal. So that's that one. Aha! And then talking of Steve Coogan, I think this was one, I can't remember, Ollie and Tim potentially. Sammy as well mentioned on the live stream when I was on it with them a few weeks ago. It had completely gone off my radar. And then when they mentioned it a few days later, I managed to find one in a local charity shop. Again, with a nice slip. 3 for £1. So Steve Coogan in Alpha Popper. I have seen it once before, literally when it first came out, if I remember rightly. Haven't seen it since. Those guys on the live stream spoke really highly about it, so I thought, yeah, it's a long overdue rewatch, so pick it back up again. So there we go, that's Alpha Popper. And then the last one in this pile, guys, another Clint Eastwood one that I was missing from my Clint Eastwood collection was Mystic River. So again, managed to find that locally in a charity shop. 3 for £1. Eastwood has created a haunting masterpiece and probably his best film to date. And I think, according to the very tiny writing on the bottom, this was 2003 this one came out. So one I've never seen before, but like I say, big into my Clint Eastwood stuff at the moment. So anytime I see a film of his that I haven't got in the collection, I'm picking it straight up at the moment. So there we go, there's Mystic River. Right, quick slurp, guys. Oh. That's better. Right, TV series. Now I thought I'd started into this TV series before, but according to my app that I track my TV episodes on, I haven't started into it, so it might have been one I was confusing with Z Nation, I think it was, but I've managed to pick up the first season of Fear the Walking Dead, again with a nice slip. Plenty of slip action today, guys, spoiling you. So yeah, that was £2 for the first season. Like I say, or as I've mentioned before, big fan of the original Walking Dead TV series. Certainly up to and including season 6, I think it is. Kind of lost its way. After that, it was kind of rinse and repeat, just with different gangs that they encountered. But certainly, huge fan of the original first 6 seasons. So, looking forward to starting into Fear the Walking Dead, which I believe, not 100% sure, but is it like a prequel? So before the outbreak happened originally in the first season of Walking Dead. So I don't know, I might be wrong, but I've got the first season there that I'll be checking out very shortly. And then to go with it, again with a really nice slip, season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Oh, it's a bit tight. Jeez, there we go. So that's that one. Again, that was £2 on DVD. So pleased to get both of those. I can start binge watching those anytime I'm ready now. One that I think Ghost Lou spotted this one in a charity shop last weekend. Big into my tattoos, as you know. So tattoos in a horror movie, yes please. I'm all in for that. So might be an absolutely terrible movie, I don't know. Certainly not one I've heard spoken about. So there we go. Killer Ink. It says a tagline at the bottom: "You never forget your first tattoo." I wish I could forget my first tattoo. I want it covered up. I'm not a big fan of it at all. So, but yeah, looks a pretty cool one. So if anyone has seen that one before, then let me know if it's any good. So that's that one. And carrying on my TV box sets, I had passed picking this particular series up previously, not because it's not a good series, it's one of my all-time favourite seasons, but the DVD box sets are big ass box sets, and I have got room, but I really don't want 7, is it 7? Might be 7 big chunky ass box sets taking up room on the shelves. But which I hadn't realised, they've done a slimline box set of 24, so it literally only takes up the thickness or the shelf space of one DVD. So, say big fan of Jack Bauer and the 24 series. So there. So yeah, really pleased to get that one, and like I say, just in a single array. So spot on that one was. Hopefully I can track down the other seasons. I'm guessing they all got a slimline box set release. So that one, 60p. So can't go wrong. Oh, excuse me, I'm sure I'm getting a bloody cold. Next up, again, in a local charity shop, I never see Vipco in the charity shop, but myself and Lewis were in at the weekend. Bit pricey for a charity shop DVD. This is one of our local charity shops that have just started individually pricing DVDs. So they all used to be 3 for £1. Sod's Law, myself and Lewis went in at the weekend. There must have been 20 to 30 horror and sci-fi horror DVDs, some absolute classics like The Blob, the original Fly, all sorts of sci-fi horror, which, you know, if they were 50p each or even £1 each, I'd have brought the lot. Whereas now they're all individually priced, and they're anything between about £5 and £12 for individual DVD films. So no, not for me, but I couldn't turn down picking up another Vipco towards the collection. The Incredible The Incredible Melting Man. So a movie that I've never seen before, but it's Vipco number 103 there on the spine. It's part of the Vault of Horror collection, so since I've been recollecting Vipco, I mean, I don't go out of my way to buy them on eBay at the moment. It's just really if I come across them in a local CX. I think I've got, what, Death Trap, Cannibal Holocaust, this one, and then I think there's another one which is coming up on a CX purchase later on in the week. So I've literally got 4 back in the collection so far. But, you know, I could hop onto the likes of eBay and, you know, pick half a dozen nice and quickly. But, you know, I'm enjoying taking my time and just finding them out in the wild at the moment. So, Incredible Mountain Man. Let me know if it's any good, guys. I've never seen it before, but it's Vipco, so yeah, got a soft spot for Vipco. So there we go. Right, next up, horror film from 2006. One that I used to have in my collection all those years ago. One that I hadn't got back since. This one was, yeah, it was actually part of 3 for £1, so really pleased to add that one back into the collection. Says on the back, disturbing, the Hamiltons refuses to play by most of the genre rules. Great film, damn solid film according to Dread Central. So, like I say, only ever seen it once before, but I do remember it was a half decent one. And look at that cover, love the cover. So there we go, looking forward to a long overdue rewatch of that one. Next up, political incorrectness at its finest. There you go, I was absolutely buzzing to find this one in a local charity shop. Again, 3 for £1. Kevin Bloody Wilson, Live Down Under. I used to listen to his politically incorrect songs, I think on cassette, probably in the early to mid 90s, something like that, when I was in my late teens, early 20s. Absolutely loved his stuff. You know, I even used to have it on in the car, on cassette, singing along to it. So yeah, all sorts of stuff. Santa Claus, you, where's my bike, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Says on the back as well, there you go, Kevin Bloody Wilson is the undisputed king of politically incorrect comedy, a master of bawdy ballads and dirty ditties. This outback outlaw has been giving it to audiences around the world for over 20 years. So, yeah, can't wait to put that one on and give that one a watch through. Probably remember the majority of the songs, and I'll sit singing along to them as well. So there we go. But yeah, any fans of Kevin Bloody Wilson, let me know in the comments. I keep going to go, I'm thinking the pile's down to my right hand side, but the second stack is in front of me, so I do apologise, that's why I keep turning sideways. Right, last half a dozen, guys. Now this was my pick of the weekend when myself and Lewis were doing the charity shop runs. So Louis Theroux, the collection. Big fan of all of the Louis Theroux stuff. This is the best of Weird Weekends, the best of When Louis Met, plus Louis and the Nazis and Louis and the Brothel. I love all of the Louis Theroux stuff, especially the couple of seasons of Weird Weekends that they did. This one's still brand new and sealed, and it was only £1. See on the back there, so the When Louis Met, you can see the guy in the middle there, whose name we shall not mention, so I don't want to get a copyright strike on my my YouTube account, but you can see who it is. So great episode, very creepy and unnerving, as you can imagine. So there we go, looking forward to breaking the seal on this one and watching through some Weird Weekend episodes and some of the When Louis Met. So there we go, Louis Theroux, the collection. showed season 1 of this one earlier, so I've now managed to get season 2 as well. I think it might have been £1. So there we go, a bit of Alan Partridge goodness. So yeah, looking forward to rewatching through those again. And then carrying on from the Hulk anthology, probably as late a period of wrestling that I was into at the time. Anything after that, it turned far too much into a soap opera for my liking, and it's not something I watch these days. But I do remember The Rock. He was very entertaining. This one's got his matches against the likes of Owen Hart, Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was my favourite at the time. Steel cage match with Triple H. Tag team match, him and Mankind versus Undertaker and Big Show. So that's going to be a cracking one. The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Obviously when they brought Hulk Hogan back, and The Rock versus John Cena, and over a dozen more matches. So this is the special collector's edition 4-disc set. There you go. And that was £1.50. And again, it's pristine condition with some slippy slip. And there we go. And then to finish, guys, I'll show both of these at the same time. There you go. Again, TV series. So, you know, I'm keeping an eye out in a lot of the charity shops now for all of the TV series stuff that I'm after picking up for the collection. So, season 1, 2, 3 and 4 of 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. So, absolutely fantastic TV series. I'll probably rewatch these, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, something like that. But again, super nostalgic for me. Big fan of the series. Obviously, what was it? Johnny, wasn't it? The lad that was in the Royal Family. And what's his name? So that was Ralph Little. And then obviously you've got Will Meller as well, and Sheridan Smith. But yeah, absolutely brilliant TV series, and again one that I'll look to rewatch later on down the line. So there we go, guys. That's my huge ass charity shop pickups from the last 4 to 6 weeks, I think. Anything there that you're a fan of, please let me know in the comments. I think all I've got outstanding now is probably CX pickups to do. I've also got a Tartan Asia Extreme pickups to do as a dedicated video, and then probably later on in the week myself and Lewis will be doing the last 3 bags of the DVD mega haul. So there we go, guys. As always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now, guys.